Hey everyone, welcome to another Stukent expert session. My name is Joe Hedrick from Stukent, and today we have Julbert Abram, the LinkedIn guy from AGM. He is going to teach us about how to best leverage LinkedIn. Julbert Abram earned his MBA at Northeastern University. He is a serial entrepreneur with over 12 years of experience in sales, marketing, and social media. He has served as a marketing consultant, professor, and a VP of marketing and social media before launching his own LinkedIn marketing firm, Abram Global Marketing. We're super excited to hear what he has to say. So without further ado, Julbert, take it away.
All right, welcome. I'm super excited to be here today. My name is Julbert Abraham. I'm known as the LinkedIn guy, and today we're going to share a bit with you on how you can really leverage LinkedIn to grow your business. And we're not going to focus on the advertising side. We're going to focus on everything else you can do with LinkedIn on the organic side. So to get started, today we're going to talk about earn more with LinkedIn. All right, and before I get started, what I like to do is kind of give you the agenda of what we're going to cover so you know and have a really good understanding. First, a little bit about my story. How did I get into that space? Why is LinkedIn important? What can you do with LinkedIn? Also, you're going to get a live demo, and if you have questions at the end, definitely be more than happy to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer anything you have to make sure that you have a full understanding of all the capabilities that you have into your fingertips right now. All right, Julbert Abraham is my name. Some folks call me the LinkedIn guy because sometimes Julbert is hard to pronounce. So you're welcome to call me the LinkedIn guy, and our company is solely focused on leveraging LinkedIn and maximize the platform. I'm originally from Haiti. English is my third language. I speak Creole and French as well. I am New Jersey's top 40 under 40 in marketing communication. Been serial entrepreneur for the past 12 years plus in sales, marketing, social media. I have an MBA from Northeastern University. I'm a professor at Baruch College, and I am the owner of AGM. We're a LinkedIn marketing and training firm, and we're located in Kearney, New Jersey, with a small team of about 12 people that work for us. All right, now we got that out the way. You may be wondering, okay, why is LinkedIn important? Why now? What should I be doing with this platform? Well, guess what? If you ever, I don't know if you have ever done this, but I would strongly encourage that you do, try to Google your name. Depends on what kind of name you have. Like I have a very unique name, Julbert. So when I Google my name, one of the very first thing that I found is my LinkedIn profile. So try to Google your name, and if you have a very popular name, you may add the company that you're part of. And some of the things that you see pop up, maybe that first or second page is your LinkedIn profile. Because guess what? A lot of your vendors, partners, potential clients, people that you do business with, they will Google you before they even reached out to you. So the reason I'm saying that is having a LinkedIn profile up to par is very, very important because now your information can be found on Google and people are going to check you out before they reach out to you. All right. In addition to that, there are 528 plus million professionals worldwide that are all on LinkedIn. Now we're talking about over 130 plus million in the US, 29 million in Brazil, 42 million in India, 31 million in China, 23 million and growing in the UK. So it's a growing professional platform. And you have the CEO of LinkedIn, Mr. Jeff Weiner, stated that in the next 10 years, they're foreseen to have about 3 billion professionals on the platform. So not only it's a growing platform, but that means there's a lot of opportunity. It depends on what you do. You not only can have communication with people in your local market, like where I'm at right now in New Jersey, but you can also have communication in the global market, meaning that if you in real estate, you may have a client that's in China and be able to find them and leverage LinkedIn to build a relationship with them. Or you may have someone that works for you in India. So the possibility here become limitless. There's so many opportunities on how you can leverage the platform to really zoom in on achieving your goal. All right. In addition to that, there are 4 out of 5 LinkedIn members that drive business decisions. 39% of members are senior level executives. So that means there is a lot of decision makers. And also that means 20% of members are responsible for managing budgets. So it depends on what you do and where you fall in the spectrum. There's something here that you can take advantage of, because sometimes we're looking to talk to a high-level executive and it might be very challenging to find somebody on Facebook or Instagram because they're sometimes are there, but They may not add their information and their credentials, so they may be very private. It might just be for their family, but they'll most likely have a LinkedIn profile with all the professional credential. So being able to access that platform, access those people, and build those relationships and add value to them become very, very important. All right, so now you may wonder, okay, this is great, but what can you actually do with LinkedIn? Well, let me share with you. So it's a few different things that I believe are very, very important that you can do and that we've been able to help a lot of people leverage LinkedIn for. And to get started, the very first step is networking. So a lot of us might like going to events, go to meetups, or go to other networking event for a chamber or university or a trade show, etc. So we're always looking to network with one another. Well, guess what? You can also use LinkedIn as a networking platform where you can identify the right people you want to build the relationship with and be able to reach out to them on the platform. You could share value with them on the platform, and I'm going to show you how you can do that in a few, and you're able to start building those quality, valuable relationship on LinkedIn. That's step one. Now, another piece of it that a lot of people don't take advantage of is develop a strategic partnership. So what do I mean by that? Well, depends on what you do. You may have someone that can potentially have a similar customer base like you in your business. Guess what? You can develop a strategic partnership with them. Just to give you an example, one of our clients, they're an elder care franchise, and they work with elder cares and families. Now, you may wonder, okay, how can they use LinkedIn? Well, you're not going to find families that have challenges on LinkedIn. Nobody's going to just tell you that most of the time. So what we did is we started finding people that work with these families. So we focused on identifying the social workers, the discharge planners, the elder care attorneys. And what we did is we leveraged LinkedIn to share value with them and reach out to them organically to start a conversation where she shared how they both can work together. And this owner of the franchise had tremendous success because she was focusing on using LinkedIn as a tool to develop strategic partnership with people that have a similar customer base like she does. So it becomes very valuable for her. She was getting a lot of great appointments and opportunities. She even ended up getting work with 2 different hospitals because of development of the strategic partnership. So really think, how can I use LinkedIn right now, if it's not for networking, but maybe to develop the strategic partnership with people that have a similar client base like I do, and that we can work and share and help those clients together. Then the other big piece is increase brand awareness. So there are over 15 million company pages on LinkedIn, and there are a lot of people that don't know how to maximize the value of their company page. So if you have a LinkedIn profile, you started a small business or you work for a company, it is very important to make sure that you add that company branding and logo on your LinkedIn profile, and also access the company page, because that company page, you can really enhance the brand of the company, create more awareness, increase the following. There's no limit on how many followers that can follow your company page, and you can consistently provide value to them. And you can be as targeted as you want by organically putting out content that can benefit people that follow the company page. So speaking of content, another way to use it is by doing content marketing. Depends on the industry that you're in. You may want to be able to add value to your audience. So one of the things that we did for one of our clients is we put together a list of 12 different questions that their clients normally ask them, and that a lot of other people ask them as well. And around those 12 different questions, we developed content around it that was beneficial. So we're talking about articles, we're talking about videos, we're talking about infographics. And then we use LinkedIn as the distribution channel to start the conversation with the right people. So we will not only publish the content on LinkedIn, there will be a call to action to allow people to attend a webinar. Then we will share that piece of content to different people on LinkedIn to make it more valuable. So let's say they were targeting director of HR, for example, and that piece of content, it can be very beneficial to them. It may be a survey or some form of research content that we created. Then we'll not only publish that in targeted groups where directors of HR are in, but we'll go and identify the top 100 directors of HR that they want to do business with and build relationship with, and share that piece of content with them individually to start the conversation. So LinkedIn can be extremely valuable to share your expertise, and this is where the content marketing approach come in extremely handy. In addition to that, we have clients that only want to use the platform to do some recruiting. Well, recently LinkedIn had made some changes on the recruiting platform, and now you're able to use LinkedIn, their job posting section, to really post job and acquire talents to come to you. So what we do is we'll go on there and really show you the different steps on how you can create a whole process around job posting, from the job description to identifying the potential candidates who are the right fit, and then to be able to share that opportunity with them while LinkedIn is sending you new and potential talent for that role. So that's where the recruiting platform become extremely powerful. Then the other thing you can do is fundraising. Now, we're talking about fundraising if you're in a tech startup B2B world, fundraising by targeting investors. But the other part of fundraising a lot of people don't talk about is the nonprofit side. So if you're dealing with a variety of nonprofit organizations and you want to make sure that they see value, well, guess what? You can leverage LinkedIn search ability to identify people that are interested in volunteering opportunity, board position, and you can leverage that as well to invite them to your fundraising gala events, and some of these key people will most likely become donors for your nonprofit organization. You can even take it a step further by identifying corporation that has philanthropic departments that would donate to a specific cause, and be able to leverage LinkedIn as a tool to build a relationship with those organizations and those decision makers. So that's where LinkedIn come in extremely handy, is being able to leverage the platform for a variety of reasons, from the fundraising, the networking, the strategic partnership, the brand awareness, the content marketing. And to really show you how that works, what I would like to do is jump on LinkedIn right now. And I'm gonna close this out. All right, so as you can see, I am on my LinkedIn homepage at the moment. So there are a few things that you can do here. When I talked about content marketing, there's several different forms of content marketing that you can do on LinkedIn. First, you can start by writing an article, and this can be done organically. So identify questions, challenges, your perspective on specific topics, and you can write a whole content articles, from headline to writing the content, and then be able to publish that content and share it in a variety of groups to draw attention. Now, one of the best way to do that is if I click on more, then I'm going to show you some of the content that we've published on LinkedIn, so you have a better idea of how that works. Just waiting for the screen to load. And basically, you're going to be able to see the way we structure the content pieces that we do. And when we do it, I'm going to go to articles. All right. I'm going to take this one, for example, 8 questions to ask yourself before launching an effective LinkedIn ad campaign, or how to generate more referrals on LinkedIn. So it's a variety of different ones that you can take. Let's take one of these just to show you how that works. So what we do here is, in addition to putting an image on top, we really break down the different steps that we spoke about. And then when you go further down, what we do is we add a banner here that will draw people to our newsletter. And we also add a banner that will draw people to our webinars. So we make it so valuable that not only we have the piece of content, but we also have some call to action steps, and then they can see this on their mobile phone, on the desktop, and really be able to see the value and how they can leverage this piece of content to benefit them. So that's one strategy or one approach. The other approach that is very beneficial is by putting out LinkedIn posts. So meaning like status updates. What's happening now, there's a trend on LinkedIn because of the change in the LinkedIn algorithm, that long short form status update are very, very important, and they get a lot of views, a lot of likes. So I'm gonna show you one that we did on piece of content, and what we did is we use videos. So if I scroll down a bit, show you some of the one that we worked on, and I'm gonna show you exactly which one it is. This one right here. Nope, that's not the one. So I'm consistently posting, adding value on LinkedIn to my audience. Yes, for example, for this one. So this is one of the videos that we did about questions that our clients were asking. So over here, you can see that it's long form, but it is really talking about one of my clients recently asked me, I get all these connection invitation on LinkedIn, I have no idea what they are, and I don't know what to do. So really just addressing one of the questions, common questions that I get all the time. And then once I publish it, I had about 1,000+ people that view it, and that was extremely fast. So what I try to do is I'll always go back on this piece of LinkedIn and look at those analytics, look at those data, and identify what companies are reading my content. Then I'm also looking at what decision maker roles and where's my biggest audience. And the reason that I do this is to identify, okay, is this going to be coming from my first degree connections, people that's already connected to me, or from my second degree? So this is a good opportunity to identify, what kind of people are reading some of the piece of content that you have and some piece of content that you're sharing. So in addition to that, I talked about the networking opportunity on LinkedIn. Well, if you want to develop a networking opportunity on LinkedIn, you may want to use the LinkedIn search. Now, there are several different search functionality. The most basic one that I did is I click on the search box, and then I can easily identify key people that I want to do business with. Let's say I work with a lot of CPA. So I'm going to take that as an example. Just going to do a quick search for CPA. I put quotation mark in and out. It's called a Boolean search. And what that is everything on the LinkedIn search functionality on LinkedIn, it's all keyword oriented. So I want to make sure I'm very specific and specific keyword that I want to look for. And it's based on my first degree, which is my current network, people I'm connected with, second degree, people that are connected with people in my network, and third degree. So from just a simple search, CPA, I want to identify how many people is connected to somebody that may be a CPA in my network. So now we have about 9,000 result that shows up. So that's a big amount of people. Now I can say, okay, I'm looking to build networking opportunities, create relationship with CPAs that are local. So maybe I want to go as far as the greater New York City since I'm in North Jersey, and I'm going to take that 9,000 all the way down to 5,000. So still a lot of people. And I said, oh, wow, this is a good amount of people that I want to focus on. Maybe I want to do business with ones that deals with nonprofits. So like I mentioned, in terms of the fundraising opportunity, I can click on the nonprofit side and be able to pick out people that are skilled volunteer or board service. So let's see, okay, who's in the board service section? Now we got 590. So there may be a more manageable number, but I'm very targeted in terms of the people that I want to build the relationship with. Now, the brand awareness part is when you use LinkedIn company pages and content to really reach out to your audience. So you could leverage the company section of LinkedIn and be able to identify masses of people that you want to target in specific company that you want to build relationship with as well. In addition to that, there's also the piece of LinkedIn where you can do lead generation. So this is where it gets extremely exciting, because in addition to using regular LinkedIn to do these searches, I can go deeper by using a tool called Sales Navigator. And Sales Navigator is a LinkedIn premium service that allows you to really build out and prospecting and building out a team of potential clients that you want to do business with. So if I click on Sales Navigator, it takes me to a whole new window. I can go down deeper by clicking on Lead Builder. And then on Lead Builder, I can really draw out the search and be as very detailed as I can, from finding specific keywords to identifying companies that I'm looking for, to a title, to industry, to postal code. One thing that a lot of people are not focusing on is sometimes maybe I want to focus on people that become members on LinkedIn that just got a LinkedIn profile set up for the past 1 to 3 months or the past 15 to 30 days. So I can identify opportunities with people that are just starting to use LinkedIn or just created their profile, that just became members that and built relationship with those new members right away. So this is a very exciting tool that can really take you to the next level. Now, another piece that I like to use when it comes to content marketing is there's a tool that calls Grapevine 6. So the way you find that is you go on Google, you type the word Grapevine 6, just like I did. And the beauty about this is a tool they have a free version for individuals that would connect directly with your LinkedIn account, and it will identify keywords within your LinkedIn account and be able to identify articles that will fit some of those keywords, all right, from their database of 75,000 plus content. Now, the power of this is now I can identify content that I can share with my audience, and not only that, the one that my audience read, I'll get some data about them to know which one they like the most, which one they read most of the time, and I can schedule some of these content out, and I can go back and really analyze some of the content pieces that are there to see what my audience is more attracted to. So the value here is not only having the right content, being able to do all these different activities, but also tracking what you're doing so that you're able to see what's working for you. All right. Now that you have a good understanding of the different side of the demo, now you may wonder, okay, how do I get started with this? Well, there is a 4-step process that I like to use that really covers everything and that really help you get this ball rolling forward. The very step of the process is the foundation. This is where we develop a plan. So you develop and identify, what's my LinkedIn marketing plan? What's my vision for this? What is the end goal? How long it's gonna take me to do that? Who is gonna be my audience that I wanna focus on? What kind of content do they like? What kind of problem am I solving? And really dive deep in the foundation section. And then the next piece of it is the research. This is where you go out and use tools like Sales Navigator and the LinkedIn search functionality to do research on posts that are already available, to do research on people that you're looking to do business with, companies that you're looking to follow up with. And then there's the outreach process. This is where you really identify some of the pieces of content that you want to use, the messaging sequence that you want to use, how you want to reach out to these people, or if you just want to attract them to you, what you have to do that, what kind of message you want to put out there so that people know exactly what you do and be able to bring them to you. And then the last piece is reporting. This is always about tracking your activities to understand what's working, what's not working, how can I maximize the opportunity that I have right now. Like I mentioned, let's talk a little bit deeper with the foundation so you can develop your LinkedIn marketing plan. Some of the key questions you can ask yourself is why you're using LinkedIn, what's the end goal, what are the key strategies, what are your daily activities, so you have a step-by-step process, how long you're going to be doing this, how you're planning to measure success. So these questions, once you're able to answer these questions, you really put yourself in a really good position to have some organic activities on your LinkedIn account. Then the next step is your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile is an amazing way to attract people to you because guess what? People are going on LinkedIn and the very first thing that they see is your profile. So that's a duplication of you on LinkedIn, all right? And you want to be able to use a tool that LinkedIn gives us access to that is also free called the Social Selling Index. And what I'm gonna do is go back on Google, show you how you could get yours. So you're going to put Social Selling Index, and that's going to give you a score, all right, the Social Selling Index, SSI, of everything you have when it comes to your LinkedIn profile, where you can improve. That number changes every day, but it's a good base number to see, okay, what's my score? where's my profile compared to others, and that number goes up and down. So as you can see here, I just did the search. My score today is 86 out of 100. Sometimes it's much higher, sometimes much lower. It depends on these four quadrants here. You know, my brand, my finding the right people, engaging them with insight, and building relationship. In my industry, I'm top 1%. In my network, I'm also top 1%. I want to draw your attention further down where I'm looking at people in my industry. This is their average score. People in my network, this is their average score. So that tells me a lot about my LinkedIn profile, and that also tells me where I am compared to everyone else in the network. So you want to do that first, and once after you get that done, the next step is you want to go on your LinkedIn profile, and you want to be able to make some of those changes that are needed, from adding a banner to really draw attention and really show the value. This is a good opportunity to brand yourself, and then having the right headline, something that not just say your title, but exactly how do you help whoever you're helping, your audience. All right, and then going further down in terms of having the right content in the summary section, not only sharing how do you help, what do you help, but make sure that there is structured properly, there's the right spacing, but also adding videos, testimonial videos, how-to videos on what exactly you do, then going further in terms of adding experience, what you do, and the most important part that a lot of people missed out on, I think, is the recommendation section. You want to definitely add some additional recommendation by talking and having conversation with your clients, because you don't want to be the only person that said you're great, but you want others to say you're great as well. So once you have that ready and set, the last thing I want to give you is your daily routine. Depends on your goal on LinkedIn. This daily routine is just a base. You can take something out of it. You can take all of it. It all depends. But it really allows you to become more active on the platform, become more engaged in the groups, in the status update, in your network, and really measure what you're doing. So with that said, I want to say thank you guys for having me. Thank you again for attending our session today. I really hope this was valuable to you. And if you have any other questions, my information right here, you're welcome to reach out to me. Thank you again.